fade, or they make a mistake and then they start to fall back, and all of a sudden 2 laps later they're driving back around the guy that drove past them. So it's been a pretty interesting dynamic to see how all of these trucks are able to find something, or if they're just making a mistake, because they are sliding around a lot.
Well, I think that's going back, Kevin, to what the racetrack presents, options for the drivers. You see them running all over the racetrack, top, bottom, and when they search, they may find something every now and again and go, oh, that works right now. But it may only work for like 5 laps because the fall off is so big. It may not even work for 5 laps. And then they got to go find something again.
Time is running really close to the wall. We talked about that earlier, how Larson is going to bait these guys into doing that.
Be all clear on exit.
Corey said in his pre-race that he didn't really like doing that. I don't know if he caught that in our pre-race interview with him, but he looks pretty good at it right now.
How much room do you think he has left to be? I mean, we see sometimes at the end of these races, guys get more aggressive. Do you think he has more room in 1 and 2 to be more aggressive?
You know, it's a good question. I think as the race goes on, he's going to have to when those tires get really worn out. What I always find interesting, Kevin, about this series is these are steel-bodied race cars. They're the last of the 3 series that are true steel-bodied race cars, kind of like the old NASCAR cars of, 10, 20 years ago, and they don't take damage very well. You know, the current Cup cars, the NASCAR Xfinity Series cars, you can brush the wall with them, and generally they're okay. But these trucks, if you brush the wall with them, you will cut a tire down and your day will be over in just a quick second. So I think you have to be a little more cautious with the trucks.
But there you see Lane Riggs as we ride along with him. Remember, he slid through his pit stall in the previous pit stop. He's trying to make his way back up. He restarted 13th, I believe, all the way back up to 6th. So he's just trying to get that track position back so he has a chance to go try to win this thing in the 3rd stage.
Yeah, he's lost the 2nd stage, right? He's got no chance of winning this one. So we get to the last lap of the stage. But, you just want to recover that track position and to your point, be in the hunt.
Well, Corey Heim has dominated this stage as he has much of this year. He's led the majority of this stage, and I think he's actually done it in a little more of a dominant fashion than what he did in stage 1. So he pretty much leads from start to finish here. Winner of stage 2, Corey Heim.